It's time to celebrate the little guys who are pushing our economy full steam ahead. By order of presidential proclamation, this week is National Small Business Week. And for one small business owner in Massachusetts, there's plenty of reason to celebrate. As Christina Quinn tells us, he was just named the state's Small Business Person of the Year.
Bob George uses the term backdoor to describe his entry into the publishing industry. It wasn't the job he had in mind while serving as a Marine Corps fighter pilot in the Vietnam War. And then he got injured.
So what to do with a grounded pilot, they put me in charge of the publications department at Cherry Point, North Carolina. And so when I got off of active duty, I said, you know, there's a skill I learned that I can put to use.
So he started a company called Boston Publishing. At first, it was a bare-bones operation that could only afford to put out newsletters. But that all changed after George and his team of writers and researchers published a series on the American experience in Vietnam. Over 11 million copies were sold, and the series was twice nominated for a Pulitzer Prize in history.
But that put us on the map, and now all of a sudden we were a recognized research firm and publisher.
As digital replaced print, Bob George realized his company had to move along with it. So they switched gears and went from being a traditional book publisher to developing web content for major corporations. And with that, they threw in a new name: Strategic Communications.
Every business has to reinvent themselves constantly, and otherwise we'd still be publishing illustrated history books, and I don't think we'd be hiring more people.
And it's companies like Stratcom, with fewer than 100 people, that create about 60% of new jobs in the U.S. And the way the Small Business Administration sees it, success stories like Stratcom, which is also this year's veteran-owned Small Business of the Year, need to continue.
Without some of the programs that SBA provides, the small businesses wouldn't be able to grow.
The SBA recently rebranded itself as Smart, Bold, and Accessible. It's part of a nationwide initiative toward attracting historically underserved populations.
We connect entrepreneurs to mentors, counselors, and other resource providers to start and grow a business.
In addition to providing workshops and a successful mentorship program, the SBA has partnered with private banks, and it assumes part of the risk for new businesses.
The SBA and the entire country wins because that means more jobs, more innovative products.
Sounds like a win-win.
Christina Quinn joins me now. You know what I like most in the piece? Hi, Christina.
Hi,
First of all, 60% of all new jobs created in small businesses. And so while Bernie Sanders and much of America are ranting against, big businesses salting money way overseas, we love small businesses.
Yes.
Does government do anything that's targeted specifically to them, like in a state, for example?
Yes, so in Massachusetts, there's the Office of Business Development. And under that office, there is the Economic Incentive Program that they have. And through that, they have a real estate tax exemption that's offered to small businesses that are growing. So they say, so a small business is growing, they need a bigger space. They help those small businesses navigate for a new location, but they also help sort of broker a deal between the business and the town that they're moving to.
That's great. Can we get back to the feds for a minute? I'm embarrassed to say, as I'm watching your piece, what does the Small Business Administration do?
Okay, so good question. Not a lot of people know about the Small Business Administration. By the way, happy Small Business Week.
Oh, thank you, and same to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So they actually have really robust mentorship programs. They train a lot of professionals to be mentors to people who want to start a business. So they also have these micro lending programs and just like big loans that they help. I don't want to say the word broker, but they offer them through banks that they've partnered
for
up
existing
with.
small businesses. So I have an incredibly number of great ideas.
Of course you
I
do.
don't have a small business.
Yeah.
Who helps me? I just have concepts. I need help.
Okay.
A business plan.
Exactly, that's what you need. So you need to develop a business plan. So you go to sba.gov
Really?
/MA, or you can just go to the federal website, but go to the Massachusetts website, and they have a business plan wizard. So you type in what you want to do, it prints out a draft plan for you, and then if you take that and you still, before you go to a loan officer at a bank, I think it would be best to go to the Small Business Administration office and speak to one of their mentors there, and they'll help you.
I see a bright future for me.
Yeah, I really do too.
I do. Happy
More
Small
power to you.
Business Week. Did
Thank
I
you,
say that?
same to you.
Christina Quinn, good to see you.